your AT&T wireless phone. With Election Day less than 2 weeks away, voter rights groups say they are concerned that there may be problems on Election Day, but the Secretary of State's office says there's no need to worry, just be patient. 11 Alive's Dennis O'Hare joins us live from the state capitol with more on that. Dennis?
Well, Jill, the group Election Protection just finished a news conference a few moments ago. They say they have gotten actually relatively few complaints about problems during this early voting period, despite all the long lines. They say they are worried about whether the state could handle everything that comes up on November 4th. Now, so far, some 800,000 people have taken advantage of early voting, and it's expected that over 1 million will have taken early voting or advanced voting by the time Election Day comes around. But that would leave more than 3 million people still voting on Election Day. Now, Fulton County says it's making progress. It's just gotten through all of the registrations. It's processed all of the ones that it's gotten, and you should now be able to find your registration even if you registered at the deadline. But there are still even election officials who are predicting waits of up to 6 hours at the polls. Secretary of State Karen Handel said that was irresponsible. She doesn't think that the waits will be quite that long. But Election Protection says it is concerned that the state does not have the resources to handle what problems might come up on November 4th because of the unprecedented turnout.
They don't have enough SWAT teams. They could not invent enough SWAT teams to handle the magnitude of the problem that we're going to face.
We did contract to bring in 30 additional tech support individuals to also be in a rapid responder, and that's on top of the technical support that the counties hire. For example, at Fulton County hired over 100 additional tech support individuals. So that sort of foundation of support teams, they're in place.
And you can avoid the lines by getting an absentee ballot and turning it in by mail or by returning it in person. Now, you have until Friday the 31st to get an absentee ballot, but if you wait until then, it might not get to the county if you mail it that late. So, one way to do this, get an absentee ballot, mail it early this week if you can. If you can't mail it by this week, you might want to return it in person to the county, but that way at least you avoid the long lines. The deadline for your absentee ballot account is when the county receives it, and it has to receive it by Election Day. Of course, we'll have more throughout the next couple of weeks. Live in downtown Atlanta at the state capitol, Dennis O'Hare, 11 Alive News.
I'm happy to say, Dennis, mine is in the mail as of this morning.
Everybody be like Jill.
Yeah. Dennis.
Okay.
Liberty.